Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. That's better. I also got some water and get rid of some water. Okay, let's get after it. I plan to take up that 100% megabasing that Derek has been doing. He promised to help me set it up, do a little teaching stuff. I'm looking forward to that. Once I either finish this megabase or get it to the point where I feel I've done all I can do. Either it works or it doesn't. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing was taking the steel. Low density structures don't need a ton of steel. And I had split this into a 6, and I shouldn't have. "100% speedrun map, not megabasing. I'm going to finish the megabase, get myself in a good mental spot with it. And then, it also depends on how quickly I get a job, because I'm going to start interviewing for a job at the end of this month, because it'll have been my 1 year of solid 100% streaming. It doesn't pay the bills, so I got to get some more income coming in. And I'll stream in the evenings, but I won't be able to stream during the day like this. But I love doing this, and I want to keep doing it. So each one of these columns needs 10% of a belt of steel. So I really only need 2 belts of steel coming out of this. One for that and one for that. So it's 4 to 2. Thought about 100% runs also. Maybe we can stream together and race. Too slow, guys. McCase's Plays! Hello! There is no yo command. That's hilarious. There is a yo redeem. I should tie that command to redeem. That's funny. Hey, look. I have McCase's Plays over here, ready to support me. One of my most important trains, McKay's play. You are the train that builds my outpost. You have everything I need to make this monstrosity come to life right here. Just send you there. Yes, McKay's the builder. So, Reach, I've been reading the how-to guide on 100% runs. So, I'm down to multiplayer this stuff, man. There is a multiplayer speedrun competition with 2 people as well, as long as I can use blueprints. My hand speed is not that great, but I love figuring out blueprints. So when it comes to the steel, so this is this. If I bring this steel over here, and then do that, because you just don't use that much steel, do you? 0.3. LBS. 2 steel. Yeah, you don't. Well, there's no point in over busying it then, is there? Well, I don't want to do that. I like what I had there. Ew. Ew, that makes it really bad. Really, really bad. So where's the last steel? It's in here, right in the tightest spot. I'm going to have to snake a steel in there, and I don't like doing that. Eventually, Reach, I'm going to learn it, and then I'm going to figure out what I need to do to do that. At least that might be what I do. I mean, I'm going to start with the existings, the ones that McKay's, or not McKay's, I'm sorry, that McIntyre, that Derek recommends. Hey, kitty cat. Might be is an understatement there, sir. Might be is an understatement there. That's gross. I don't like that at all. All just because I don't want to do some underbelling here? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can abide that. But either way, I'd still have to do this to get that in there. She keeps coming over and headbutting me like she wants something. Be right back. Yes, treats and valley reps. McKay's Factorio. McKay says I'm finally looking into my Factorio save issue. My save file is 120 meg compressed save file. Most of it is in script.dat, 836 meg uncompressed. Know anything about Factorio save files? My Google foo isn't bringing up much on it. I know diddly squat about Factorio save files, but I do know that the save file for this save is 400 and some odd megabytes. And I also know that my really good computer and 7800X3D or whatever the heck it is that's supposed to be the best Factorio CPU with 64 gig of RAM cannot host it as headless and play it. Yeah, my autosaves don't take that long. There's something wrong there. Now, if you really want help, McKay's, join the Factorio Discord and ask your question there. Because that thing is jammed full of smart people who love helping. I've had so many questions answered there. It's amazing. And you can, there's all sorts of sub things that you can ask there. I mean, they're so helpful in that Discord, and I'm not understating this. I was doing some coding on screen in Factorio, and I had a question, and somebody in my chat went and posted my question in Discord, and Code Green came over to my Twitch stream and answered my question. That's how awesome the Discord Factorial team is. Also, a little bit of humble brag for everybody. Yeah. Last night, the K's was trying to decide what to play, and they had a poll up, and what I wanted them to play, Factorio, wasn't winning the poll, and didn't even win the poll. But I used some Jedi powers, and McKay's was talking about, oh yeah, okay, it looks like Baldur's Gate has won. So, and then he started Factorio because I willed him to play Factorio. At which point, he then closed Factorio and played Baldur's Gate. And as far as Baldur's Gate goes, he's got a fantastic playthrough. You really need to check it out next time he plays Baldur's Gate. It's an only bards, and he has them play music, and it's fantastic. I loved it. Also, I hear he started a website called Only Bards. It is exactly what you think it is, and considering bards are kind of, it's a combination between Tinder and Grindr. It's what happens. I don't know. I'm just being silly. That's the last one, so there's nothing here. Yeah, just go ahead and ask your question. Don't be shy about it. I'm not kidding. Because the people in that Discord are like reflexively responsive to. Ooh, this is wrong. To what's been asked. So if you don't ask the question, if you're like just searching to see if anybody has asked that question and answered it, you may not see an answer and you may not get an answer. But like the rest of us ADD addled brains, it's up on the list of things to be answered. And so somebody looks into it and answers it. Reach working overtime. What a way to get started on the year. You go, you hard charging go getter. You. I missed the plastic. Moving up the company ladder. Yeah, well, one of the things I'm considering, Reach, is whether or not I can work part-time. Like I said, just watch the movie 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton. You'll learn how to take care of that next step up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? Rat poison. I didn't say it out loud. God, this is turning into a shit show. And then after you get to that next step, you'll need this song. I think we said that this is going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've got 5. Oh yeah, I have that beautiful 5 to 6 that was donated. I need this 5 to 6. Sexy thing. I'm just going to randomly keep hitting keys until I get the orientation I want. That's pretty nice. If you haven't heard this song before, it's going to have a siren wailing right now. All right, this is rapidly turning into a shit show. All right, these are taken care of, except for that one output, and that's fine. All right, take care of that. I don't know where you're going to go. Probably not going to go down from here. You're probably going to go up from here. The Return of Lecter. So that's the end of copper needed down here? Yeah. The only thing that needs to come down here now is iron. And these accumulators need 0.3 of a belt. Two iron plate in 10 seconds. That's not much for a blue belt. And batteries are the other iron consumer. They need 0.6. So between the two of them, they use one belt. But I've got two batteries run. Meow, meow. So all four of these belts can be satisfied with one iron line. So let me try and set something up there to do that. And again, I'm just going to randomly press buttons until I get what I want. I'd prefer if it was here. Can you make that happen? I don't like that. So this RoboPort's going to get in the way. I got to snake around it somehow. Well, that's stupid and ugly. And I don't like it. That's 6. Don't like that, but I don't have much choice there. So that's 5. That's 6. According to Kirk, in terms of iron belts, excluding steel, total I need 8.5 iron belts. But excluding steel, which is 4 of them, I need, obviously, 4.5 belts. So I need 5 belts of iron. Now, to make my life easier over here, where I'm using 1 belt for this and 5 belts for this, because I have 5 of these. Otherwise, I've got to do some weird crap like this, which I don't like. I wonder... Alright, so accumulators 0.3, batteries 0.6, gears 0.1, radar 0.1, so that's 1.1 already. Although, to be honest, it's not even 0.1. The actual gears used and radar used, iron in gears used in radar is not even a tenth of a belt total. But I've also got an iron way up here that I totally forgot about. Where are you? There you are. Sulfuric acid needs iron. So I'm really tempted to, instead of doing this, I'm really tempted to split this. Hey, let's watch some Top Gear. This is a song that goes on way too long, by the way. It might get skipped by me due to length. That's another solution I could do. I could get behind that. Just shift that down there. Ooh, how am I going to solve this copper problem? Not enough room to do it there. Also, this is iron still. That's 6. And I'm really just kind of crossing my fingers that these things don't suck up all that iron. And if they do, I'm going to have to do some sort of ugly balancing. I could bring down a second iron. How many is this already? This is 6, so that's going to be 7. So then it would be 8. I could do that. I could do a 4 to 8 balancer here. and bring 2 of them down that way. And then just have one of them feed batteries and have the other one feed accumulators and satellites and the other thing. So I don't think this is going to matter. Bring it over here like this, then I can go underbelt for a long ways. That long of a ways. God, this is so much fun. All right, so that copper is taken care of. The hardest thing I've had to do in the entire year that I've been playing Factorio and streaming it for full-time, the hardest thing I've had to do is stop at the end of the day or when I have an appointment in the afternoon or evening. More difficult than everything else combined is to stop playing this, is to stop sharing what I'm doing and getting the feedback. I mean, I love coding and writing the mods, and those Monday modding sessions were fantastic. I love them. But this MegaBase and the ones I've been doing even before that, so captivating that I single focus. I'm fortunate that I had trained myself to make meals in advance because I just pre-make all my meals on Tuesdays when I have the day off. And otherwise, I probably wouldn't eat correctly. Well, not saying I eat correctly because I pre-make my meals either. Let's not go that far. How much longer is this song? Because it's a 7-minute song. Jumping. Like Lamactic is having another hangout at about 4 o'clock p.m. in about 20 minutes in Cyclomactics. I don't think I'll be able to join it this time. I'm too focused on this, but if you know Cyclomactic and you want to hang out with him, you should follow him and you should join his Discord. A lot of fun. He's what you would call good people. Oh, missed it by one. Hi, kitty cat. I might bring these two down and not do this. Hi, kitty cat. Oh, big scratch. Yes. I scratched my cat's chest the other day. And she didn't like it. She was sitting next to me on the couch, and I just, instead of scratching her back, I reached around and I scratched her chest just underneath her chin, right where her front legs join. And after about 3 or 4 scratches, she reaches over and bites the knuckle on my index finger. Not hard enough to break the skin, but just about. She left dents. And then she looked at me with her mouth still open, her paw slightly raised, and her eyes as big as saucers. Like, you want to go? You want to go? I'm like, okay, I'll stop doing that. Like, wow. You didn't like that very much, did you, kitty cat? Oh, crap. All right, I need to figure out how to split copper. Because this copper needs to feed these 2 coppers. Yeah, cats are. That's why you have cats. Having cats will teach you how to deal with dicks. And that's a good skill to have. What am I doing here that I can do differently? Nope, not going to do that. Blackie, that's great. For those who can't see, Blackie wrote 1D for me is enough to deal with. Oh, that's good. Thank you. This is iron, this is copper. So I'm thinking of using this space here as the bring up the accumulators and blue circuits, and I still don't know where I'm going to put that. So I'm kind of not wanting to use this column right here. This is iron, right? Yeah. And steel. No, steel's way over there. Is that what I want to do? All the iron goes that way, except for this one. That's 7, and that's 8. That's what it would look like, and as we can see, that's pretty horrendous. Good night, Blackie. Thank you for the laughs and the redeems. Hope you rest well. So that doesn't work. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3. Hey. That's not you. That's you. Don't really have any more room to do fiddling around with this stuff. Part of the real problem here is that this iron, most of it goes down here, and only a couple of it goes out there, and I've got to get through it, and I can't. What I may do, and this is kind of ugly, what I may do is swap these. I may rotate these up. If I move copper up one and replace iron and move it down, then 5 of the 6 iron, it's only 5 of the 8. Well, how much of the 8 is, 7 of the 8 iron are down here. So I think I'm going to do that. That's kind of solved. We'll move iron all the way down here. And then we'll copy this copper up here. Without the robo ports. I'm going to save off this splitter. And we're going to delete all this. He must have been so proud of himself when he came up with that little riff. Oh, crap. That has to be that way because that's as close as we're going to get the green circuits, and it doesn't really matter. That's uncomfortable. The other option is a 4 to 8 that looks like this, which doesn't help me at all. It's much worse. Excuse me. Darn, I thought I'd saved that. That's 5 of the iron. And it leaves these 3 irons that have to come out. One of them comes here. One of them comes here. Verticals have priority. So there's an iron. And there's an iron. And you are not getting across that. Unless I do something really spectacular in here, which I'm not really interested in doing. So what have I got a need for here? That's a copper. We'll get rid of that for now. So there's an iron. And there's an iron. Okay. I think I decided that I was going to run these 2 irons off of one. So you are accumulator. Hi. Accumulator iron. And like that. So that would be 1, 2. And that's essentially what I've got. I certainly don't want things going backwards. This does not line up with that. It does line up with that, but it would make for more challenge here. These don't have to be tied in like this, though. So that's an option. Now this is going to be a bunch of copper. So I do not want to be involved in that. So that reaches. Or I can snake that. I know I said vertical has priority, but that's a bit much for me to do. Now, can I... Wrong button. So we've already assumed that we're going to be splitting this copper this way, right? This is 6, because we're going to put one of them to each of you, and then one to all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you two get one. Yours needs to be a splitter. But other than that, it's just the straight over stuff. Okay. That actually clears up a huge amount of space in here. Look at that. I had one free column, and now I've got a lot. Although I had a gap here. There's no copper needs down here? Yeah, there are. There's one copper needed down here for red circuits. Not normally how I do it, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll do that. This is a copper. Batteries. 0.6 between the two of them. Ooh, missed it by one. Bummer. I don't think you guys care which one of these. Actually, I've got these backwards, but it might actually have been my benefit to swap those two. It's not normal, but I don't know that I care. These batteries take those in equal amounts, right? Yeah. So this is copper here, and it doesn't matter.